Hello to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day, and I welcome you all to another episode of MSG Namdekano and the Julia, including the Kabas, and also those ones who have already said Nigeria can never succeed. Some time ago, this interview was granted by Dele Mamudu. He is the host, and Mazen Namdekano is the invitee. And it is called the grandmother of all interviews. In other words, Mazen Namdekano with Dele Mamudu in this interview showed the world the reason why that geographical expression that's not supposed to be in existence. In this interview, it was after this interview, if I'm not mistaken, that the whole world, the UK, the so-called Western allies, who are bent on destroying the Zojuria and also the Biafran nation, turned their back against Mazen Namdekano and orchestrated the kidnap of Mazen Namdekano in Kenya. After several findings, it was discovered that not only UK have hands in the kidnap of Mazen Namdekano, a lot of countries plays their role. Why I'm bringing this video or this voice rather to you all is to let you know that the fight that the BIAFRANS are fighting today, we are not fighting against the zoo, but they are using zoo as their point of contact to trample upon the rights of every Biafran, to trample upon the rights of Mazen Namdekano, and also to trample upon the rights of the old Eastern region. Maybe you have seen the video, maybe you have not seen this video, but there's nothing to worry about. Even if you have seen the video before, this is part of, what would I call it, it's a part of an eye-opener. These interviews open the eyes of, even at the comment section, all Yorubas that commented on this, none have ever said anything bad concerning Mazen Namdekano or make any negative statement concerning this. Concerning this interview. Everybody was a kind of man. This is the mother and father of all interviews, and that is the more reason why the world today have turned their back on Mazen Namdekano, because he opens their kpekus and let the world know those who are fighting to make sure that they trample upon that zoo or upon the people of Biafra and other African countries. So listen to him, like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Most importantly, please let this video go viral. If you have gotten hold of it, continue sharing it, because this message needs to also continue ringing like a ringing tone in our ears, day in, day out. These interviews is the main reason why Mazen Namdekano was kidnapped, because he says a lot of things. He opened a lot of canker worms. He opened a lot of secrets about the zoo and about those who are using them to trample upon the indigenous people. So let us go straight to the reason why we are here. I hope my analysis is not too much.
Do you think this dream is realizable without a war? And are you prepared to fight another war?
This dream can be realized without a war. And let me put it this way. As soon as the people, the various ethnic groups in Nigeria realize what Nigeria means to each and every ethnic group, they will subscribe to our position. So it is realizable without a war. Before the white man came, let me ask you this, because it's an interview, which means you can ask me a question and I can ask you. Before the white man came, was there any Nigeria? Before the white man came, did Nigeria exist? It's a simple question that I'm asking. Did Nigeria exist before?
It didn't, no.
It didn't exist. Then why are African people, black people dying over something that they did not create? Did any Yoruba man create Nigeria? The answer is no. No Igbo man created Nigeria. No Hausa man did. No Fulani man did. No Kanuri man did. No Jukun man did. When you come to Nigeria, it's always a debate about it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn to rule. Now, there are over 250 main ethnic groups in Nigeria. If you keep rotating the presidency every 8 years to each and every ethnic group, times 8 by 250. How many years are you going to get? So some people will die many times over. They will reincarnate many times over. The presidency hasn't come to them. Nigeria is a joke and an absolute mess. It was not created by black people. Therefore, it cannot be sustained by black people. I want to see an Africa where a Yoruba nation, a Yoruba mega nation extends from Togo all the way to Edo State. That's what I want. Because that is authentic Africa. I don't know why Africans are so beholden to something that's alien to them. Are you a white man? The Luga that created Nigeria is a white man. What are you doing as an African defending something that a white man created out of, should I say, a racist intent? Nigeria was an ordinary company, Royal Niger Company, an ordinary business venture that the British converted into a nation. And Africans are killing themselves, trying to maintain something that a white man created. Sometimes I wonder what type of God made African people. I don't understand it. And that is why you have this neo-colonialism. That is why the British High Commissioner had to go to Tinubu to ask him, how do you end this protest? Because if this protest continues, you're jeopardizing our oil. Now the kind of can use it as an advantage to go and get Biafra. They asked the army to go in and kill people. You people are being ruled by your colonial masters. Your fate is not in your hand. You're in a country that is 60 years old, so to speak. There is no electricity. If I am a Nigerian, I can't come out and say I'm a Nigerian. I'll be ashamed of myself. For 60 years, you have no electricity. For 60 years, no good roads. For 60 years, no good schools. For 60 years, your politicians are traveling abroad for medical treatment. I ask you, what is there to be proud of about Nigeria? Name one thing you can be proud of. Name one thing. It's a question I'm asking you, Dele. Tell me one thing you can be proud of in Nigeria.
Nigerians are amongst the brightest people in the world, including the Igbo people, of which you are one. You are a very brilliant man. That is Nigeria in your DNA.
I was born a Biafran, not a Nigerian. Nigeria is a historical mistake.
Was there a birth certificate at that time that wrote Biafra on it?
Of course, yes. You want me to show you? I'll show it to you. I can email it to you. It's not here with me right now. I can email it to you. My person is Biafra.
I don't mind.
I will email it to you. So you see, what I'm asking is, if Nigeria never existed until the white man came, why are you as a black African man defending it? What's the white man created? Why? When you have Yorubas in Benin Republic, Yorubas in Togo, they speak your language, they eat your food, they dress the same way you do, you have the same culture, the same value system, the same orientation, and I'm asking you, and the white man came from Europe and said, oh, you are Yoruba from Togo, you speak French. You're Yoruba from Benin Republic, you're going to speak French. But you're Yoruba from Nigeria, you speak English. Are people not perturbed by that? That level of dehumanization, that level of subjugation. You see, the one thing that shocks me about Africa and their class of intellectuals is the fact that they are willing to swallow hook, line, and sinker anything the colonial master gives to them. And I've asked you this very question. Can you go to Europe and create a country as a black man? The answer is no. Then why must you accept what a white man is doing in Africa? Do you see why we are poor and very backwards? Do you see why Nigeria can never have 24 hours of electricity? Never, ever, ever, ever. Because the foundation is faulty. The orientation of Fulani Janja, people were protesting SARS killings in the south. Fulani people in the north, you are busy having fun and laughing and smiling. And you want to be in the same country with them. Your value system, your reasoning, your understanding, your orientation can never ever be the same. Never be the same. Why did Britain leave the asking you, are they not Christians? Are they not Democrats? Are they not, don't they believe in free trade and voting people in and voting them out? But then, why did Britain leave the EU? Why? The same Britain that left the EU is asking me not to leave Nigeria. Nigeria that is only 100 years old. Your grandfather was not a Nigerian. Was not. So why must you throw away the history of your family, the rich history of Yoruba people? Because a white man called the place Nigeria. Why must you do that? Why? Can I go to England and name them and name them Albania and say all your history is now gone? We are doing our ancestors a disservice. And let me tell you why Black Africa cannot go forward. Some people, not you, some people accepted this nonsensical balkanization of Africa with their useless flag independence. And your ancestors are in the grave. Your ancestors that existed before the white man was born, they are in the grave. You jettison their history and their identity. You banish it, you denigrate it, you insult them by accepting this garbage called Nigeria, and you want them to be happy with you. That is why no black African country can see development. No black. You see South Africa. When whites were running South Africa, everything was good. Now blacks took over. Look at what is happening. Because even the land of Africa itself is angry with us. We went to school for a reason. The reason why you go to school is to question certain things. And the question is this: why is it that you as an African, you're willing to kill, to die for something a white man created when they cannot do the same thing for you? You see how they are not equal to us. You see why they are always better than us. And nobody can tell me with any ounce of conviction or justification the reason why Yoruba people should be in Togo, in Benin, and in Nigeria. Why can't they be in one country, same way that the English people are in one country in England? Or should I say in the UK? These are the things that we must ask ourselves.
So now don't hear more. This one is the mother and father. In fact, it is called the grandmother and the grandfather of all interviews. In this interview, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make Dele to look like a child because all his ideology was being rubbished by this young man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyway, let us take the comment. This one is from Oba Adetoye Anthony Adebisi. He said, and I quote, "No place in the world has these numbers of tribes that we have in Nigeria. We are not compatible. We have different ideology. We have different mentality. Imagine someone who will not bath for several days and another man will believe cleanliness is equals to godliness. Some regions believe Western education is a sin and another region believes education is the best legacy. Take it or leave it. We can't achieve anything together until we go our separate ways." This one is from a Yoruba man. Mohammed Suraj Omar, I'm sure this one is an Hausa, also a Muslim, said, "We need to stand with this guy and fight a common cause to emancipate ourselves." He is so intelligent and agree with him all he has said. We have a big problem in Africa, particularly in the so-called Nigeria. Let us see the replies that comes to this guy, because people must surely bash him. People who have sworn that they can never be anything good. And according to Paul Sylvester said, this is what we call prophetic word. So interesting and intelligent. May God Almighty, God to you, sir, to achieve your dreams. Patrick Otuchuku Mohammed, Patrick Otuchuku is replying to Mohammed Omar Suraj. "I love you. Nigeria would have been a better place if the whites did not sow the seed of discord and ethnicity in us all." And Chukwe Buka Martins also replied to Mohammed Suraj Omar. So, "You people are myopic to see what the man has been saying all this while. It is now that you people have waken up to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is nothing but the truth, and the truth shall remain." So we have Benjamin Etinosa. He said, and I quote, "You are a leader indeed. Person like you and the president of Burkina Faso is making me proud as Africa. God will continue to protect you from the evil leaders in Africa. I will continue to respect the both of you as a true and God-fearing leaders. Lee Hugo said, the man with too much knowledge, 100%. Michael Okonkwo, God bless you and your generation for standing. His message might be harsh, but the contents are true. Eze Kalistus, God bless you for your understanding, replying to Mohammed Suraj Omar. Yagazie Meek said, like a serious problem, but with him, Africa must regain back and we stand again. We stand or stand again anyway. Bishop Nek said, you have great insight. And according to Innocent Anyachema, replying to Mohammed Suraj Omar, you are right, please tell your brothers to support Nnamdi Kanu. Few more comments. So we have few comments, then we'll round up the show. Lawrence Koleoshe said, I am a Yoruba man and I am so ashamed of the way some of my fellow Yoruba people think sometimes. Kanu is 100% correct on this one. Period. Dotun Adeoye said, I totally agree with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Until we dismantle the artificial colonial boundaries, Africa will never be fulfilled. African politicians took over from the colonial masters, assumed their positions, and began to do their people what the white man were doing to us. The more reason they will fight tooth and nail to protect the system because they are also ruling. Bremo Adewale said, frankly speaking, I don't know how long this interview took place. This interview made me to like Nnamdi Kanu, which I have never did before. With this interview with Dele Momodu, I gave him 100% of my support. Torres Rafael, I am from Nigeria and I be Hausa, but I swear I respect Biafra. Allah. Olasi John Paul said Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS custody for over 3 years now because of the love he has for a common man. His cherished mother and father died because he opted to liberate his people. UK will not stop at nothing to keep him incarcerated, but the only thing we can do is to spread the gospel he preached for the good of ourselves, children, and also generation. Long live Mohammed Adike Nde Biafra. Sonny Barre Abiodun said, nothing but the truth. Long life, my man. Nnamdi Kanu, I pray you will surely achieve your goals very soon. I hope this is a recent video. God bless Biafra. God bless Yoruba nation. One day should be one day everything will come to pass and everyone will go their separate ways. Kiki Aziz said, many Nigerians are certainly aware of the greatness of Sir Emeka Ojukwu. His greatness is so great that Nigerians as an entity is afraid of him. Unfortunately, we refuse to embrace this man till he passed away. What Ojukwu saw many years ago at an age less than 40 is what our elders who fought against Biafra are seeing now when Nigeria began to happen to them. Abiola's annual victory in 1993 presidential election is one of the reasons for Biafra. Some are more Nigerians than others. Until we consciously start the journey to equity and justice for all, Nnamdi Kanu's voice will remain relevant and Nigeria will not sleep due to the echo and the re-echoing of that voice. I'm not an Igbo man, but I agree with him. Let's call a spade a spade. Nnamdi Kanu is the new Messiah. Murtala Labaran Yusuf said this man sounds consciousness. He is very right. Government should stop intimidating and persecuting him. We love him and we are ready to stand with him till the end time. This one is calling from a Muslim Hausa man. Ayeni Matthew Florence said very deep and sensible talk. Are you sure? But tomorrow, you people can also betray him. Mike Johnson said, God be with you, Nnamdi Kanu. You are the only one to deliver Africa from the white men bondages. These people knows. They know really well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to liberate Biafra means other Africans will follow suit and also liberate their own people. Chijioke Emmanuel said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are more than what people think you are. Pieces. Henry Okeke, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the greatest black man ever lived. And Ajetumobi Obiwi, this one is from Yoruba people or friends. This man understanding no be here, and I believe him. His understanding is far away from this earth. Abraham IBB Tawa said, the man who sees tomorrow. No matter how Nigeria government treated you, my respect for you is unlimited. I wish every ethnic group realizes this mess. Nigeria can never work out, dismantling so many differences. May God help us. And according to Sebastian Atuma, in fact, I'm hearing a real man voice watching from the people of Ghana. Uche Maurice Nwabweze, when God chooses a man for an assignment, he gives the man the wisdom and knowledge to carry out the assignment. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even the interviewer is dazzled with the depth of knowledge and was dumbfounded. And I threw the hint talk. Anyway, my people, if you like saying I go take back break and I go have a voice again when we come back. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Sidiman Amandia Neze. I'll be right back for another Ubunga news. Kemesiano.